The future of redistricting could be unknown. Federal judges today blocked Texas from using its newly redrawn congressional maps in the 2026 midterm elections. The decision is expected to be appealed, but I want to go ahead and bring in ABC 10's Becca Habegger, who is joining us live in studio, to explain what this could mean for California, if anything.
Yeah, Alex, all this comes as the U.S. Justice Department is suing California over Prop 50. Now, both Texas and California have redrawn their congressional districts. Texas hopes to flip 5 seats Republican. California aims to flip 5 seats for Democrats. While both states face lawsuits, there are differences. And to help explain that, I want to start at the end of my conversation with this legal expert.
Is there anything else that's important to mention that I should keep in mind as I'm telling this story?
First of all, I really do not envy you having to try to tell this story in a way that is succinct.
Mary-Beth Moylan, a professor at University of the Pacific's McGeorge School of Law, compares the legal challenges to Texas's and California's redrawn maps like this.
This is really complicated.
Hey, I'm going to do my best.
Okay, good luck.
On Tuesday morning, 2 federal district court judges on a 3-judge panel issued a decision following a multiple-day hearing, blocking Texas from using its newly redrawn maps in the midterms, something called a preliminary injunction.
It will absolutely get appealed to the Supreme Court.
It's important to note here, courts are not allowed to overturn any redistricting or gerrymandering done for political reasons.
The only way to challenge a redistricting scenario is if it violates the Constitution in terms of racial gerrymandering.
In the Texas hearing, she says evidence showed first, President Donald Trump asked Governor Greg Abbott to find him 5 more Republican seats, but Abbott and the legislature did not act.
They did not take the president up on that request until the Department of Justice sent a letter that said, "We have reviewed your 2021 maps. We believe they violate federal law because they are an unconstitutional racial gerrymander."
So because the redistricting might have been based on redrawing along racial lines, and because Texas has a long history with Voting Rights Act violations, Moylan says, the district court judges paused the use of the new maps pending further adjudication. The U.S. Supreme Court could uphold that pause or let the maps move forward. As for California,
the legal challenge to Proposition 50 is also a challenge based on racial gerrymandering.
One big difference, she says, is that because California's redistricting was done through a statewide vote of the people, whereas Texas's maps were redrawn only by state lawmakers, it's harder to prove that voters' intent was racial gerrymandering.
The real focus in California was on the political.
And again, courts are not allowed to overturn partisan gerrymandering, only racial gerrymandering.
I hate the cliche, but time will tell. I mean, we just have to wait to see how this plays out at the Supreme Court.
Well, since California initiated the whole Prop 50 process in direct response to what Texas was doing, people have been asking today whether today's ruling in Texas threatens Prop 50. Well, the map's creator, Paul Mitchell, said today on X, no, this doesn't undo Prop 50. That trigger language was removed in the legislative process as it was clear that Texas was redistricting. So even if their map is invalidated or postponed, the Prop 50 maps stay in place. He says we'll continue following this. Alex?
All right, Becca, thank you for breaking all of that down.